that underscores the significance of cooperatives and their role in shaping sustainable and inclusive development. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished guests, Dr. Ashish Kumar Bhutani, who is Secretary of Ministry of Corporation, Government of India, whose role is pivotal in shaping policies to strengthen and empower cooperatives in our country. And second to none, Dr. Uday Shankar Awasthi, who is the Managing Director of IFCO, a stalwart in the cooperative sector, and whose visionary leadership has transformed Indian agriculture sector. We are looking forward to gaining insights from these distinguished speakers on the theme, objectives, and expectations of the upcoming ICA Global Cooperative Conference 2024. So, without further ado, I would like to invite our first speaker, Dr. Uday Shankar Awasthi, to please address the gathering.
Thank you very much. Honorable members of the press, this conference is important in many ways for India and world cooperative both. First of all, the cooperative movement of India is the biggest cooperative movement worldwide. Secondly, in 130-year history of International Cooperative Alliance, India never had their global conference. So because of that, IFCO in 2023, June 2023, in their global conference, had invited them to come to India and have this conference in India. Usually this conference is held in June, but it was shifted to November. So that is where the conference is going to be held here from 25th November to 29th November. It's a 5-day conference. The second thing is that United Nations has decided to observe year 2025 as the International Year of Cooperative. So, in this event, ICA and IFCO had requested that this should be announced during the ICA Global Conference, and it should be declared a year of International Year of Cooperative 2025 in India by the chief guest of the conference. There are three other very important aspects in this conference that we had proposed to hold this conference as carbon neutral, which is also first time going to happen worldwide that the International Cooperative Alliance Conference is going to be carbon neutral. For that, although we had got it calculated as per the UN norms and in Indian environmental norms, that 4,000 trees should be planted, but then our Honorable Minister, Home and Cooperation, directed us to plant more, about 10,000 people trees. And so IFCO has planted 10,700 people trees, already completed the job. The second thing is that it has never happened that the conference will have only vegetarian food. So to make it carbon neutral, we had also proposed that this will be a complete vegetarian food conference. The third thing is there will be no alcohol which will be also served. In other words, Shakahari and Madra Rahit conference है. इसमें Prime Minister of Bhutan is also coming. Deputy Prime Minister of Fiji is coming, and many ministers of many countries, they are participating. Some of the cabinet secretaries of many countries are participating. very high level of cooperative ministries of different world. They are coming from all over the world. About more than 600 delegates have already confirmed. In this country, the confirmation is continuous process. The IFCO is the main host for this conference, but we also have support from Amul, from CRIPCO, from NEPE, from NCUI, and other cooperative organizations also. This is what in short is from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Indeed, an organization which is 130 years old and we are its founding member. And this Global Cooperative Conference, which is premier conference of this organization, International Cooperative Alliance, is happening in India for the first time. Indeed, it's a moment of great privilege for the country, for the cooperative sector. And now I would like to invite our Secretary of Cooperation, Dr. Ashish Kumar Bhutani, to share his valuable words. Thank you, sir.
Friends from the media, Dr. Awasthi. As Dr. Awasthi already pointed out about the details of the conference, this for the first time in its history, 130-year-old history, IC is holding its Global Cooperative Conference and its General Assembly in India. It's a 5-day conference, as already been pointed out. Honorable Prime Minister will be inaugurating the conference, and will also be issuing a stamp, a postal stamp to mark the occasion on that day. And we expect about 3,000 delegates, including more than 1,000 foreign delegates, to participate in the conference, as already Dr. Awasthi is informed. Prime Minister Bhutan, Deputy Prime Minister of Fiji, and many other ministers and ambassadors, as well as important delegates from across the world, will be attending this conference. And we are also showcasing the strength of the Indian cooperatives through an exhibition, a photo exhibition, as well as an exhibition demonstrating our strength, the product use of the cooperative sector in India, to basically showcase what is the quality of products we produce to the cooperative sector in India. It's a very good opportunity for the cooperative sector people, including the I would say people who have been there in the sector for a long time, including officials, etc., to learn and as well as share our best practices with the friends across the globe. We are arranging sessions in such a way, it's a series of sessions have been planned where all these officers, states, principal secretaries, ministers from states also will be coming and sharing their views, as well as also learning from the, I would say, the best in the sector across the world. So it's a unique opportunity for us to showcase our might in the cooperative sector, which is nearly 25% of the total cooperatives in the world are in India. And as UN has already declared next year as the International Year of Cooperatives, and it will be formally launched in the inaugural session of the conference. So that is one big event, that the formal launch of the International Year of Cooperatives will happen on 25th of November in Bharat Mandapam by the Honorable Prime Minister. That will be one big event. In fact, there has been a lot of, I would say, stress on cooperatives in the UN. In fact, UN included cooperatives as a key partner for the realization of SDG goals in 2021. And we also, in fact, there was a 2012 also was the International Year of Cooperatives. So it shows the repetition of the year again after about 13 years shows the intensity of, I would say, faith which is being relied upon at the international level. How we can generate inclusivity, remove inequality, as well as bringing social justice, etc., through the cooperatives. And cooperatives are uniquely placed in taking the developing the Indian economy as well as the global economy. And we are pretty sure that with the initiative the ministry has unleashed, the 54 initiatives of the ministry spread across all the aspects, and I would say including banks and primary societies, it will go a long way in strengthening the sector and increasing the participation as well as the share of the corporate sector in the Indian economy. So this conference comes at the right time when we are poised to take up a number of initiatives, learning from the best practices, sharing our views and experiences will go a long way in taking the sector forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to open the floor for questions from media. And I would request anybody who is asking questions to first identify himself by his name and organization and then ask the question.